Hey, what's up, everybody? Thunder and Diesel here. Coming back at you with another diesel truck video. My '07 3/4 ton with the 6.7. And in this video, I'm going to do my front shocks. I've been needing to do those for a while. If you guys didn't know, I have like a kind of little list. I think it was to the port side. I think that was probably some of my shocks were going. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to wake up. So, I'm going to be doing some Rancho shocks on the front. I'm not going to mess with the rears yet. So, hopefully this goes smoothly. So, also, I've got some new tires on. These are going to be the Master Track Badlands 285/70 R17s. These are going to be a 28-inch all-terrains. So I just had these done yesterday. So in order to get to the shock, there's 3 nuts up here on top of the strut. You get those removed, and then there's going to be a bolt on the bottom of the shock. That you need to remove. I do not know the size of it. Kind of think of it. This is actually my first time doing shocks, anything. So I think for the easiest thing to do is just get this fender liner out completely. That way it can give me some better access to the bolts for the shock tower. So we'll get that all going. I'll go on and get my tools laid out. Alright, so brought my toolbox out. For the fender liner, there's going to be a series of 8mm screws that are going to be holding this in. I have about 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them. So I get those taken out. We'll be able to take the whole liner out. Usually you can use an impact on these, but I wanted to show that I could use common hand tools. Thanks, Chris Fix, for that. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just there was one here, there's another one here, and there's another one behind my tire. Oh, come on now. You probably cannot see the Banks sticker that I have underneath my Cummins badge. I got that when I did the Monster Ram. If you haven't watched that video, I'll put it in the link and description. I'll put the link in the description below. It's like you always gotta use the socket just to get it out the rest of the way. Okay. Do not lose those screws or get them around your tires because they could puncture your tire. Especially these are brand spanking new. These daggum things. then just set that to the side. Alright, so now we got the fender liner out. Hang on just a second. Alright, so with the fender liner out, these are the bolts for the shock tower. You got one here, one here, one here, and then you also have a nut right here on top where that bushing is. It would be a really good idea to replace those bushings if you can. Okay, so I just found out the size. These 3 bolts are going to be a 15 millimeter. I want to focus. Focus. And that's the best I can get. So the 3 bolts for the shock tower that kind of go on top of the spring here, those are going to be a 15 millimeter. This one on top, I'm trying to figure out what size that is. When I get to it, I will let you know. Okay, so as stated, these are a 15 millimeter. This one on top is an 18. So, I mean, that's the extra 3 mil. So, just wanted to give that out. So we're going to go ahead. I'll probably get the tripod set up, or I can just do this. Loosen it up. All you got to do is just that. Just like that. So I'm going to get the other 2 and we'll get going. Alright, so a quick update. So I was able to get the shock tower off somewhat. Then I was able to get, I had to bust out the impact for that. So there's going to be a bolt about where the bottom of the strut is. That's the last one holding the shock in. As soon as I'm able to get that off, I'll be able to get the shock out. Get the new one in, and I don't know what that is. What is this? Also, it'd probably be a good idea to get the brake hose and the ABS cable off. Get that moved off. The mount for the control arm. Alright, so here's a little update for you guys. Got the shock out. Got this bolt here. This is a 21 millimeter. Let me get back under and show y'all where to access it. You access it on these 4-wheel drive trucks. These 3rd gens. There's a sway bar link. You access it through here. That is a 21 millimeter. So I'll go ahead and get everything set up for the assembly of the new shock. Alright, so this is what we're looking at. Got the tire back on. Got the new shock in there. When you're doing these Ranchos, these go from a 18 millimeter to a 19 millimeter for the nut, so be mindful of that. Yeah, this is what it looks like. They are designed for a 2 to 3 inch lift, maybe a 4, since the truck's listing to the starboard side. Figured why not go and throw these in here for the time being. Until it is time for the level to put on, I just got one more part to get. That's the track bar. So we'll just keep on trucking. Alright, so what we're looking at now is this. Got the second shock in, mounted up. I wanted to go ahead and get that done off camera, that I wasn't wasting a whole lot of time filming. So it's the same process as on the driver's side. You got the 3 15 mils, and then you exchange an 18 for a 19, and then you got that 21 mil bolts on the bottom there. Other than that, I also had to remove my intake hose, intake just between the box and the turbo. That way I can get to the tower a bit better. Had a little bit more room to work with. And I was also able to remove the shock tower entirely. So I was able to put it right there on top of the engine. So other than that, that's probably gonna wrap it up for this video here. And that's about gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope you liked it. So I'm gonna get everything put together, and I gotta go to town and get some stuff for another vehicle. That's not for mine. So I also gotta get groceries bought. So this is gonna be fun. Anyways, hope you guys have a good weekend. And also, I saw that before I started that it is Mother's Day. So as of this recording, so to anyone who has got a mother out there, hopefully they have a happy Mother's Day. I just had it. Sounded like that. Dodge half tone. So happy Mother's Day, everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend as well. It'll take a little bit to upload, hopefully. So, alright, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good weekend. Thunder and Diesel, signing out.